You're going to think I'm crazy, but when I first saw it as a child, there was something weird about that movie.
I get what
There
you're
was
saying.
like a weird energy behind it.
I get what you're saying.
And guess
I
what?
used to feel the same way.
There's a lot of fucked up shit that happened on
and
that
then you
set.
learn all that stuff.
And then I'm like, that's why.
Hey, I'm Cinthya, storyteller, spiritual softie, hija de too many identities to count, and one half of this diasporic duo.
And I'm Amy, creative curator, intuitive thinker, hija de inmigrantes, and this is Decaf Soul. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Decaf Soul, where we talk about the stories, ideas, and moments that shape our lives. I'm Amy.
And I'm Cinthya. And today we're doing something a little different. We are diving headfirst into our love for movies. Yeah! All the films we've watched, well, most of them, and the ones we've missed, and the ones that we cannot wait to see. Okay, let's get into this.
All right, so I figured we could start off with our movie foundations.
Okay.
So we're gonna discuss about our access to films.
Okay.
So I want me to start off. I can start off if you want.
Sure.
I don't have any questions, but like,
okay, go for it.
I think my access to films has just been a forever thing, especially because we never really had access to like theater or like those like fancy schmancy like Broadway, you know, and none of that. So movies,
that was it. Yeah,
was it
for me too?
Because it was just like you turn the TV on and there was a movie playing, and then it gradually got to the point where like let's buy tickets to go to the movies, you know. So that access has always been forever a constant thing. Like I feel it is for everybody.
Do you have a memory of? So I have a very vivid memory of going to go see Titanic. And
in
like
the theater
crying.
Holy
so the last
smokes.
scene where the boat is coming into the water.
Oof.
I was how old? Like 4 years old at the time?
Yeah, 97,
so
Titanic.
I started crying 3 or 4, I guess. Crying my eyes out because it was so scary that they had to take me out of the theater.
Oh, babes.
Still one of my favorite movies of all time. But it's so funny because I remember that like being a thing. Do you remember your first like movie experience in the movie theater?
Absolutely not.
I also remember the second one, and both of these are in Ecuador. So this is before I even came to the States.
Okay.
So it's the that one.
Okay.
Of the Titanic, of them like I don't actually remember getting taken out, but I just like feel
she was
like,
escorted out.
Yeah, it was too messy for me. But another one that I do remember, like actually remember, I remember the loudness. I don't know how to explain it. You know, like little kid memories aren't really like official memories. Like
yeah,
they're very blurry.
Like they don't have to happen.
So you're
yeah.
kind of like filling it in with like what you heard afterwards.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's what
Pieces.
I'm talking about right now. Mm-hmm. But also I do also remember going to watch The Mummy with my dad and being so surprised when the mummy's like love interest comes out and she's like basically naked, you know?
Queen Nefertiti. No, wrong.
Not Nefertiti.
Anaxunaman.
And she's like out and she's like so like golden and stuff. I remember being like,
I know,
but I don't remember it. You know what I mean? Like I remember the feeling of
Mummy.
being flabbergasted by seeing this beautiful woman for the first time.
Oh my God. I don't know if you've seen like the lore of like what peaked like my my love interests like as a young age, and it was like Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz and like the actor that played Anaxunaman, and it was just like a 3-panel image of like these three very actors are very beautiful. Opened my awakening.
They're saying that they're gonna make a new Mummy with Rachel and Brendan.
If you know, again, you know how I feel about these remakes, like Devil Wears Prada 2 and all that
yeah,
stuff.
like I'm not like super excited.
I'm
but
not
I am
super
excited.
excited, but like, if the original character's there, of course I'll watch it. Yes,
yeah,
for sure.
Pretty much.
Okay, so what other? Oh, so wait, I want to talk about Titanic for a little bit because that really was a huge cultural
shift.
Shift in films.
You know
and
what
movies.
else? This is so crazy that I remember these things. If this is all pre coming to the States, so I am under 5 when I'm talking about any of this.
God,
and like
okay.
I remember my mom had like, or my grandma had like a magazine with Leo's face on it, and I would kiss that magazine. I would be like, my boyfriend.
I have I love that you did that.
Yeah, that's so funny. Oh my God.
Your boyfriend.
I
Oh.
thought Leo was so cute. And then it wasn't until Harry Potter that I was like in love with someone again. And then I remember.
Who were you in love with in Harry Potter?
Harry Potter. I was
Daniel Radcliffe?
Yeah, Daniel Radcliffe. I had a huge crush on Daniel Radcliffe.
Daniel Radcliffe?
Yes, so whatever. What are you looking at? What?
Maybe. Okay. What?
Well, you're not going to tell me it was Ron Weasley that you were.
No, Ron Weasley. No, none of those people.
I guess none of them for you. I guess. I don't know.
I will say for Harry Potter. I think
he was the boy who lived.
No, the boy who lived. You're probably gonna be thinking that I'm so gross out for this, but Gary Oldman as Sirius Black really did it for me.
You know,
I was like,
that was a surprise for me too, because I was like, why do I like this?
Yeah,
why do I like this shaggy 40-year-old man?
Why not?
Right.
Tattoos.
Sure, whatever.
Just got out of Azkaban.
Right. He was
but he's like
boy.
Really like
he's actually a good
really
guy.
good person.
So it's like,
you know,
all the
something
all
about
the holes
Sirius
fit.
Black. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm saying that wrong.
That was great.
Okay.
So wait. Let's go back to childhood access and memories. So VHS, DVD.
So we were of
Blu-ray.
the age that we experienced all of them. So like we really did have VHSs when we were little. Like
that's what I was saying. Like Titanic was 2 VHSs.
Right. Remember when movies were so long that they needed 2 of them
2
for it?
VHSs.
That's so funny. And then like slowly like the VHS starts dying out, and then the DVDs become a thing, and then like
DVDs started coming in.
My stepsister had like a really good plug for like the pirated movies. So we would either get the pirated movies from her, or whenever somebody would come from Ecuador, we would get pirated movies from Ecuador.
I was just about to say that we got War of the Worlds from Ecuador, and it was just
beautiful.
always
in like these like
very thin
plastic thin things, right? And like the disc was always in there, so we'd have like a whole movie
sometimes
collection.
Sometimes it would work, and sometimes it wouldn't.
Sometimes it would be the recording in the movie theater.
Yeah,
and that wasn't that great. But when they were good, they were good.
They were great.
Yeah,
and we would just watch that.
Did you ever get the ones that would say like because before the movie comes out, they like distribute it to people that like are in the academy or are in part of the system. Yeah. So sometimes some of those movies would have like the message at the bottom that was like, for Columbia Pictures only, don't sell or whatever. So like it would be literally like a copy of the like copy that you weren't supposed to make a copy from.
Yes.
Good times.
Oh, I love it.
It's so hard. Yeah.
Come on now.
Like, we still watch it. I'm sure we definitely still have a bunch of those movies in the house somewhere. But because we moved recently, like 4 years ago, from one place to the other, I think a lot of things got thrown out. But at that point when we moved nostalgic. Out, we had a lot of the discs in the floppies and whatever.
I love those
we
thin
had
discs,
so many
girl.
of them, bro.
Gotta love it. And those titles would be like in Spanglish too sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah, and you'd be like, oh my God. You know how funny it is when you find out a title of a movie in Spanish and you're like, what? This doesn't even make sense.
That's not the real movie. Like, that's the fake one. Okay, so you have a list.
Wait, but do you have a list too? Wait,
do
you have your top 5?
No, of all like time favorite movies?
What are your top 3 at least?
I don't like this question because then I overthink it.
You haven't thought of it?
Because we're going to talk about films that we've seen this past year. And
I know.
Films that we're looking forward to in the next year. But you're asking me like in general, like all top favorites.
Yeah.
It's probably very similar to your list. One that we both very much love is Kill Bill.
Yeah, I love
Volumes 1 and 2.
Yes. So good. Some of the best, like, you know, I love movie soundtracks and stuff like that, but I genuinely fell in love with the soundtrack for Kill Bill. You know, like the Nancy Sinatra's like He Shot Me Down, like
Bang Bang.
Yeah, bro, that's or the whistle
bang,
song
bang.
when Daryl Hannah's about to kill her in the hospital.
Yeah,
oh my
that was
God.
really good.
It's all like these like cool funky 70s music too. Like it's
right.
not like it's older music.
I didn't think about that. They had really great music.
There's this other one that's like Don't let me be misunderstood. The one where when she's fighting Oren Ishii in the with the swords,
Oh, I
and
have
she
to
takes
hear
it,
it.
and so it's like, oh,
I have to hear it.
I love that when it's
so
like
good.
the clapping starts and they're like, dun, dun. Oh my god, it's like the soundtracks of those movies I love so much. But yeah, so Kill Bill.
I love their performances in Kill Bill. Like Lucy Liu was just, I fell in love with her when I first saw her scene.
When she was like
Just like
angry. What did she say?
She's like, she starts off very polite,
Yeah.
very,
Chill.
before she cuts
Someone's
your
off.
head off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I thought, I was like, wow, that's power. I want that, not the
my
killing
God.
your
she's
head.
like,
but
if any of you other
motherfuckers have anything to say, then say it right now.
like, now is the fucking
Yeah,
time.
that's it. That's the one. And when I saw that, I was like, yeah.
I was awake.
Yes, that was the moment
Something
for me.
awoke in me.
That was a moment for me. And Uma Thurman, of course,
Yeah,
like she was just
amazing.
phenomenal in that. And it was just,
You
it
know
was
how
just
you
great.
have like vocal stimming? Sometimes I'll have the vocal stimming from Kill Bill when she's like, wiggle your big toe.
Oh yeah.
And I will literally say that in my head.
Again, I think also that too. Like I've just gravitated. I love any film.
But then we can't get into like the whole Tarantino
I
and
know.
Pete stuff. But
But you're so right. Okay, so that was one.
Yeah.
That was one. Oh God. I'm gonna be cheesy and say Princess Diaries.
you did say that before.
I did say that
remember
before.
that.
Princess
Yeah.
Diaries.
I love
Whenever
Princess
I feel
Diaries.
sad or like really depressed, I just put on Princess
Actually,
Diaries.
I might go watch that.
Yeah, it's great. It's funny because if
Miracles happen once in a while.
that really did it for me, and I'm not ashamed to say it because
It's a great film.
It's such a great film. It gave Anne Hathaway her start, and like
Did it?
it did
I guess.
in the film world. Yeah, she was like 17
Yeah.
when she did that.
Mia Thermopolis.
Mia Thermopolis. Julie Andrews.
Yeah.
Her too. Iconic.
Great.
Also heard that they might be doing another Princess
With them
Diaries.
too, yeah, with Julia Andrews,
Which is
and
wild.
Anne Hathaway. I mean, Anne Hathaway has like one of those miracle facelift surgeons. Like her face looks like
She looks
like,
phenomenal.
She looks so good,
She looks
but
so
it doesn't
great.
look bad. Like it looks.
No, she looks
like
fantastic.
she still has feelings in her face.
And
you know,
she's a great actress.
Yeah.
I think she's a great
a
actress.
lot of people don't like her, but I don't
I
know what that's
know.
about. I still don't understand.
Again,
what
this
that's
is our personal preferences.
about.
So if
whatever.
anyone has
Yeah,
strong
don't-
feelings,
that's irrelevant.
now's the fucking time. What's another one? Oh, okay. This is a good one. I'm a period piece babe. Like I love a good period piece. So I'm gonna say Pride and Prejudice.
Duh.
2005.
Duh.
Keira Knightley, Dylan McFadden.
Is that his name? Is that Darcy's name?
Shoot, forgot.
Yo no
but it's
say.
Mr. Darcy. Iconic.
It is iconic.
I watch it
and
all the
like
time.
you watch it now. We went to go see it in the movie theaters when it re-released.
Oh my god, it was the 20th anniversary, and then I told Cynthia, I'm like,
We did. We went
let's
to
go
see
see
it,
this in theaters.
and we did that, and it was such a nice experience.
Oh,
because I
God.
don't think I went to go see it in theaters when it came out. Like
it's just the camera work and the vision. It's
so
visually
beautiful. Yeah, it's a beautiful movie.
Like I cried when I don't think you. I
might have.
silently cried
I
when
might
I
have
saw.
cried too because it's just so beautiful. Like, and you're like, but I think maybe you had more of a connection to it.
I don't know
because-
why.
Just
I
because you
just-
love that movie.
I love it so much. It's like the vision. I don't know what it is about.
Have
that
you ever read
film.
Jane Austen? Like, have you read
Yeah,
the books?
I
have
read
never
Pride and
read them.
Prejudice.
I've
Maybe
never
that's
read
why
them.
I read Pride and Prejudice when I was a teenager.
Okay.
I know a lot of
I
people.
always wanted to read it, and I just
You
never
never
got
could.
around to it.
I know
Yeah.
it could be a little. It's a little hard to finish. I will say, because it's a lot of text heavy book, and some people don't like it.
No, yeah.
And that's totally fine.
For real.
But anyway, I want to go down the rabbit hole of period piece films because there's so like The Favorite was another really good one.
The
It's a
Favorite's such a
Yorgos.
good movie. Yeah.
The Favorite was a really good one. There's like The Duchess, another Keira Knightley movie.
I love The Duchess.
Marie Antoinette. Y'all.
Duh.
The period piece lore in my brain is insane. Like
we literally went to
I want to
Versailles.
be those characters.
So Amy and I went to Versailles
we
when we
did
were
in
in London, and it
France.
was like it was like we were living our Marie Antoinette life.
Yeah.
You know, I'm obviously not like, yeah, whatever class, whatever, but you know, let them eat cake, all that's how horrible stuff. And,
Yeah, so
and
fucked up.
also, have you, oh my God. So like apparently like in Versailles, it's known that there wasn't like a lot of bathrooms. So apparently like in real time, like they were like peeing in the corners of like where we were walking and all these beautiful things. They were literally like peeing and pooping in the corners behind the curtains. And like it was like this filthy, dirty thing.
See, no, that's
because they built it for having all these rooms, but they didn't build enough bathrooms.
that reminds me of the show The Great.
I haven't watched it. I guess is it more like realistic to how disgusting everything was?
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
I haven't watched
literally
it.
what you said. It's literally like probably a couple scenes or two. In,
so
in
they're
The Great.
probably alluding to all of that stuff because they're saying that
yeah.
Versailles was like filthy, disgusting.
It was disgusting.
So it's nothing like the movie.
How interesting, right?
I think it's hilarious.
So I don't want to. I want to hear your top, like a couple favorites of yours.
Okay. All right. So Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Whoa.
I
crazy.
think that movie is just like, you
Jim
know.
Carrey, Kate Winslet.
Yeah, and it just really gives like the story of love and how difficult it can be and how like sometimes we'd rather just forget everything and how like that's impossible, but in this movie it does happen.
It happens with her, right?
She
and
and they end up both trying to get their memories erased. So I love that movie, and I've like it still has this like hold over me of like how love is told like as a love story.
It's a deep one. Yeah.
And then there's what else did I say? Oh, Kill Bill. We just talked about that. And then V for Vendetta.
Never seen that. I know you love that movie.
So I even have the graphic novel, and in high school we had to do a thesis on like for literature class. Ooh. And I did it on that. So I like my whole
so cool.
senior thesis was on V for Vendetta and how it's like this social commentary on the world and about revolution and how you can have like a graphic novel and a movie and kind of it was this whole like huge project about everything. But I think it's a really cool movie because it also uses like some sort of like some of history because Guy Fawkes in London is like a thing
on November 5th.
Yes. So like that's like a big thing of the movie too. So Guy Fawkes tried to blow up Parliament a couple hundred years ago. And then they still have that day on November 5th. It's like they still celebrate it kind of like how we celebrate Halloween over there. And it's just like if you watch V for Vendetta now and you compare it to like the ice raids and all that other stuff, like it's
I have to watch this movie.
It's really cool. And then Across the Universe.
I've seen that one. Why do you like that one so much? Is it because of the musicality of the Beatles?
You know, I hadn't like I knew who the Beatles were, but the movie opened me up to the Beatles music catalog. Like I a lot of the songs that I know of the Beatles now is because I watched that movie first, and then I learned the songs, and then I was like, oh, maybe I should actually hear the original version and like whatever. But like I think like, and also the person who did that movie, the director of that movie is the same person that did the set and everything for The Lion King. I don't remember her name.
Julie Taymor.
Yeah, her. So she's the director of Across the Universe.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So that artistry, that like the
puppetry. No.
Yeah, and they do have puppetry.
They do have puppetry
in the movie too.
Yes.
When they're like doing the whole psychedelic thing.
That makes sense now.
So when you think about like how she's so prolific, like she was like a big creator for Lion King, and then she made this beautiful movie.
Her thing is theater. She started off
her thing is theater. So you know it makes sense that it was a musical. And how do you? I think it was so smart to be able to thread the songs into a story. You know, I think that is such a cool way of doing it.
I'm not a huge fan of musicals. Like
me neither.
Movie musicals. I think one I like other than
Moulin Rouge.
Moulin Rouge. I like Mamma Mia. Sorry, I'm one of those. I know you probably are not. But Across the Universe was definitely one that I feel like did get it right for the most part.
Yeah,
I feel like it did weave a lot of like the musicality and the story wise. Like it just kind of it did feel like it fit with
like I don't know how she put together to think of like songs like because like the whole story is through like the Vietnam War and like the beginning, like before, during, and after.
Yeah.
And the interesting is that because the Beatles music catalog is during that time frame too, you know, they have those kind of like cutesy little songs in the beginning of the movie, and that's before the war, and they fit really well for the before of the war, before when everybody's innocent and hasn't died and no one has gone through terrible things. And then the songs of like revolution, like Helter Skelter, and like literally revolution, and like there's all these other songs that are very strong for the time during the
Hey Jude in that
Hey Jude is at the end.
Crazy.
Yeah, and Hey Jude
That's
is at
one
the
thing
end.
I
You know,
remember,
like another great song is like Mother Superior.
Yes. Oh my God.
You know, and that song is literally about addiction and like how do they use it in the movie? How like soldiers are being addicted to like pain meds afterwards, after they come back from. So it's very, very thought out. Like it was very smart how she was able to use the songs.
Yes,
and the thorough line that the Beatles were in real time making these musics to the story.
I agree. I think one of the actors I remember from the Across New York characters is that young girl who like grew up in a very safety net town, and then she decided to venture off. So that's that other side of like that wartime, like post 60s era, like finding yourself. And I think she like is with a troop or something like that. Like she just gets into a whole thing. And yeah, there's a lot of different storylines in that movie, but they feel very cohesively done. Yeah,
and that's hard to do. I feel like,
it's
especially when you're using songs
and with
that already
music,
exist.
yes,
because you're not creating a new song. It was a great film.
I agree. Now I'm starting to really like it again. You gotta watch it again.
Give it a shot.
Yeah, word. You know what I'm starting to really appreciate?
What?
Horror.
Oh, nice.
And I used to be
I
like
love horror.
I used to be like, I don't really like horror. You know, this is scary. But I am starting to really appreciate the artistry behind horror, even if it's like campy horror versus like that elevated horror, you know, like, so Scream is also one of my favorite movies.
The Scream versus the Witch, you know, like.
Yeah. You know, but I love Scream.
Right.
I love Scream because I feel like it's just so iconic. It's just like, yes, it goes down a whole rabbit hole of like the 2000 late 90s movies. But then it comes back like with one of my favorite actors, Melissa Barrera.
I know, and their movies of Scream were so good.
They were very good.
Ortega and Melissa.
They were very good. And I'm biased because I love anything that Melissa Barrera does. Have you ever seen My Monster? She's in it. She does that.
I wanted to. I just haven't seen it yet.
Oh, dude, I think you would love that movie.
Oh.
Because it's very, like, it does play, I don't want to give it away too much, but it does play to a little bit of our identity. Like, you know, it's crazy. It almost feels like it's a movie that fits very well with both of our characteristics.
Okay.
Because
I have to watch it.
Part of her being Latina, you know, it's those movies that, what I like about her is that she dives into projects that are stories that are very connected to her.
Yeah.
So true. She was a musical theater person, but she didn't start off that way. And so she would make these movies. Like she was in Viva on Stars.
Yeah. I haven't watched
That's
that.
why I've first seen her.
Did you watch Viva?
I watched Viva.
Did you like it?
I have thoughts on it, but I loved her performance. Okay. I loved her.
That works.
And so that's when I started to really pay attention to her work. But anyway, in this movie, she is she's a cancer patient.
Okay.
And she, in the middle of her finding out that she had a cancer diagnosis, she was helping her then boyfriend be writing a whole play for Broadway. And then she gets sick and her boyfriend leaves her because it's too much.
Nice.
And so she's left alone. She comes back, the cancer's gone. And now she has to come back again, and she's like in her home, and then she starts to hear things upstairs, and it's a monster living in her house, and she's like freaked out and scared. But then she starts to have some type of relationship with the monster.
Oh.
And then she starts going to auditions and like actually being in the play that her ex-boyfriend was in. It's a whole bunch of stuff. Then she ends up killing her ex-boyfriend at the end.
Wow, you totally
spoiled
me
everything. Sorry.
Anyways,
but you have to watch it because it's so good.
I'm still gonna watch it because
you have to watch it. There's really so much more that I'm leaving out.
Have you ever watched? This is so random. We're going off script.
It's okay.
Have you ever watched Death Becomes Her?
Oh.
I feel like not. I love that movie
so much.
Movie.
I'm sorry. I'm screaming to the mic.
If you love movies and you love like
Death Becomes Her,
weird things,
is phenomenal.
But it's from that time, like Love Potion #9. came around that time. Death Becomes Her. Like these like weird.
It's so phenomenal. I'm trying to get Steven to watch Death Becomes Her because now it's like a Broadway musical. Yeah, I know.
You can't
but
do it justice.
I know, but the movie. Oh my God, people! If you haven't seen Death Becomes Her, please do. It's with Meryl Streep, Goldie Hawn, and
who's the husband? I don't remember who the husband was.
Bruce Willis.
Oh my God, yeah, Bruce Willis is the doctor. Right. Bruce Willis right.
It's so good, and it's just it's one of those like down the holes.
It's one of those. You know what's funny? Because I was putting of like what movies that have impacted me like this year.
Yeah.
The Substance was really good.
Oh, love The Substance.
And so I think like
people didn't like that it was too long or the ending, and I'm like, you're crazy.
The ending,
you're crazy. I'm gonna pull up my list of movies.
Some people say that the ending was like too crazy, but I think that the ending was completely justified. Because what are you talking about? You know, like
they were like, it's dragging. I'm like, what?
It's not dragging. Like
it completes the whole movie. What are you talking about?
The ridiculousness of it, of the whole thing. That's kind of what it is.
The body dysmorphia. Is
just like
so freaking good.
To the point where you will destroy yourself. Yeah, like
it's phenomenal.
Think of all of the older like stars that get so much work done that they look crazy by the time that they're old.
Girl,
like, you know, like it's
crazy.
It's sad, but that's
it's great. She should have deserved the Oscar for that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like Death Becomes Her is
in that category.
Yeah, like Death Becomes Her. Walks so that Substance could run. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? Like,
Amen.
I feel like those
Amen.
are very like if you liked one, you probably should have to watch the other one.
Okay, let's talk about. We're going way off script.
Whatever. This is so fun.
But this is so much fun because this is actually fun fact. This is one of the things that really connected me and Cinthya when we first started to get to really know each other, and that was a really big thing. Like movies, we just talked about movies, and it stuck ever since. So.
I know. I feel like some people have like music, and we also have like we love talking.
We
about
love music
and stuff like that.
We
do. I feel like our thing with movies has always been like very real in our friendship. Yeah,
very. So constant.
I don't know. I feel
because it just movies is just really the perfect way to capture like how we were, like what era we were in, or how I felt like we were,
what we had access to, or what we could watch when we were younger. Yeah. My stepdad started working for Dish Network around like 2009, and so that's when we first got HBO and we got all of the other channels. Before that, we never had that, so I never watched movies like that. Yeah. And then when we finally got all of the channels and we got all of the movie channels, it was like
went down a rabbit hole.
New world for me.
Yeah, dude, I remember Cinthya would always be like, "Have you seen this movie? Have you seen this documentary? Have you seen that?" Like it was
still
just,
like that, but
it is still like that. But I love it
because now streaming services. But part of the reason that I became this person was because my stepdad started working for Dish Network, and then we had every channel ever.
Oh my God, you know, that's a good point because just really quickly, going back to the whole ties of childhood and how we really got access. So my sister used to work at Blockbuster.
Oh, that was your way in. Okay.
And every weekend, she worked in Newark and Ironbound. I forgot where, but it was there. So every weekend we would always. It was towards the end of Ironbound.
Oh, where Sol de Mar is or whatever?
I think so, yeah.
Where the Save Smart is now?
I think so. Like, you know the little church in the corner? Like down Ferry Street? Which was also my preschool.
You mean where they filmed War of the Worlds?
Yeah.
That's where the Blockbuster was?
Yeah, it's so funny that when I saw War of the Worlds, I got so sad that they blew up my preschool. I was like, my school!
Yeah, you know what? That was so funny. There was... right where
that was a lie.
Right where they filmed that, there was like a picture processing, like you know how we used to take our film and get it printed out, you know, back in the day. So the lady was like a Chinese lady. I don't even know if they still have that store there. I don't think it exists anymore. But she had this picture of Tom Cruise on the wall, and he had signed it because he was there because they were filming the
amount
movie.
Of businesses that had pictures of Tom Cruise on their walls. It was signed. It was beautiful. It was a big moment for Ironbound.
Yeah,
okay,
it was
guys.
a big moment for Newark. Yeah.
But anyway, so she worked at Blockbuster, so I would always run in as a kid. Because I already wrote down, or I had in my mind the movies because my sister, she would always get the new releases before it was on the shelves.
I love that.
So she always brought home, like she brought home Bring It On. That was the first time that I've seen Bring It On.
So funny.
She brought home, oh my God, she brought home so many. She brought home Phantom of the Opera. And I used to feel so special because I was like, I get to watch this movie before anybody else, which is probably not true. But
before your friends,
it was just great. It was great. And like that was my favorite job.
I love that. It's like, why can't you go back
and
to
then
that
it
one?
finished. Blockbuster ended.
I know, so sad.
But that was the best time of my life when my sister worked at Blockbuster.
Remember when Netflix used to be like, you could go to the Netflix box and just get one?
Yes.
And then that turned into Redbox, and then Netflix turned into its own thing.
I knew of it as Redbox.
Yeah,
because I still have Blockbuster.
I don't know why I thought it was Netflix. Maybe it was just Redbox.
No, you're right. Netflix did start off that way.
No, Netflix, you could order one, and
it was mailing
to your house.
Yes, that's what.
So
Redbox was a different.
So
thing.
it would be like how you go to a library, but you could get just one library book, and then when you return that DVD,
yes, you're right.
You would get another one in the mail, and you would have like this is how Netflix used to be. Crazy, right? And like, so you would get that one in the mail, and then you would return that one, and you already had a list that you signed up for your next movie, so you would get that next movie.
Yep. Damn.
And somehow they advanced all the way to streaming.
We've really grown up.
We have, but you know what's crazy? We really have gone all of them. So VHS, DVD, and then we got to the streaming, and then
streaming offices. Yeah.
Damn,
yeah, it's
crazy.
It's insane.
Crazy
and then,
town.
Have you heard of Criterion Collection?
No, what is that?
So Criterion Collection, I think it's basically like another movie like not distributor, but like they collect a lot of like those. It's very indie based movies. I feel like it would be like none of those like mainstream like blockbuster films. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like A24. Okay. But A24 makes the movies. Like Criterion Collection kind of just like houses the movies that was already made and sort of like slaps their brand name on it and then label them as like part of the collection.
Oh, okay.
So it's almost like you know how there's movie collectors. It's like basically a company that embodies like that sort of lore but it's pretty cool. I feel like it's interesting. I can't believe you never heard of it. I feel like you would have been one of those Criterion Collection girlies.
I'll look it up.
You got to. It's cool. Okay, so let's talk about the films that we've seen this past year. Okay. Yeah. So do you have some? I have my list, but
you want me to start?
Yeah, go ahead, start.
Oh my God, there's so many.
Maybe we've seen both of them.
So The Substance was definitely one that I wanted to talk about. We already talked about it, but like that was because everybody was talking about it for a while, and then I usually wait till like the craziness dies down to watch a movie. Just I just can't. And like I thought it was so good. Like I was just
phenomenal.
like surprised. Like
Tell me more.
So spooky and gross and amazing. Did you watch The Companion?
Yes.
That one was really good. I enjoyed it.
I love The Companion.
I was like, but you know, is this line of how like men see you, but here's the version of what it's going to be like when I have the power. Okay?
Yes. So Companion, so for people who haven't seen it, sorry, we're going to spoil these. But it was essentially, she was an AI robot.
Yeah. Who doesn't know that she's an AI love robot? Because she's an AI love robot. She's not just a regular robot. Yeah. She's there to be in a relationship with a man as a robot.
Which was played by
the guy.
What's his name? Quaid. He's like the son of Meg Ryan and Dennis Quaid.
Oh, he's their son?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know. I knew he was a Nepo baby, but I didn't know.
But anyway, so he plays the guy, and he's such a dick.
He is.
He is. He's such a dick. And they go to like this remote cabin, and turns out like they're trying to steal like the money from like the person that like, oh my God, I'm forgetting it. But what I remember,
that part of the storyline was a little.
That was all wonky. What I cared about was that she like took revenge.
Yeah. That's all that matters.
So The Companion was a really good one. I don't know if it was marketed as like rom-com horror.
Yeah, it was like rom-com horror.
Rom-com horror, which was weird, but so another big movie of 2025 was Sinners.
Yes.
You saw it?
Yes.
What'd you think?
I thought it was great.
I mean, vampires, check.
Yeah, like from the get. That's all I need, and I'm
yeah.
You know,
Same.
I love vampires.
Same.
Like, hello.
Same. Oh, I don't know. So one of my other favorite movies is Twilight.
I watch that like once a year. Every other year.
Steven was like, I feel like I watched this movie way too many times. So we actually went to a Twilight concert.
You're so funny.
at NJ Pack
The like candlelit
in Newark,
ones, right?
the candlelit ones, and it's basically like you play the movie.
Yeah.
Lots of fans. They were all there.
That
The
must
theater
have been
was
so fun.
It was fun because I really enjoy. I never used to be one of those girlies that did like those concert movies. I'm like, that's stupid. That's whack.
Yeah.
And I attended one, and I'm like, this is so much fun.
Right,
like,
because if you know the songs, you know the
the song, you know
lines,
the movie, especially if
you
you're
know
a big
what's gonna
fan.
happen.
Everybody and it's like
everybody's just like in the same
and
vibe.
they encourage you. That's the best part. They encourage you.
Yeah, they're not like shut up.
No, they're
Make
kind
noise.
of.
They're like,
although
yeah.
a fight was about to like breaking out that day, and I'm like, bro, only in Newark, honestly. Like, come on.
That's
and it's
so
just
funny.
like, I'm like, you know what? I dig this shit. And somebody was like, you're ruining the whole performance, and she got kicked out, and then we all just like continued watching.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but anyway,
Serious
it was
stuff.
a lot of Twilighters. That's big fans of Twilight. So this is my hoa season.
It is in fact hoa
spreadshirt.
hoa
It is
season.
hoa season. But anyway, back to Sinners because vampires. So that was, I didn't expect it. I went in not expecting anything. Like, I didn't see any trailers. I didn't see anything.
Oh, cool.
And then we went to go see it.
That's how I love watching movies.
Me too.
When
went to
people
go
are
see
like,
it.
when I start to see too much stuff on Instagram about it, either that's why sometimes I have to wait for the movie to come out
Yeah,
and like
I
wait for
get
all the
that.
fanfare to pass because I
Yeah.
just don't want to hear about what you think about the
Yes,
movie.
yeah,
I
I get
actually
it.
think like I can only read critiques about a movie after I watch the movie. Like I'll never read a critique about a movie beforehand if I'm
Yeah.
going to watch it because I feel like you have to be able, if I come in with what some other person in my said about the movie in my head, that's going to be in my head a little bit. So I just
Yeah.
want to have like a blank slate and decide for myself
Yeah.
and then see what other people think about it.
I agree.
What was another good movie?
So Sinners was good.
Yeah.
That really tested a lot of conversation around it too. Like Ryan Coogler, he directed it.
What else did
Well,
Ryan Coogler? He did
Ryan
Wakanda,
Coogler,
right?
So Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan are like those director-actor
Yeah,
pairs
for sure,
that,
they are.
You know, they're one of those
He did
iconic-
Fruitvale Station too,
He
right?
did Fruitvale Station, Creed, Black Panther. So again, it's a lot of films that he worked with Michael B. Jordan. So, what other film that you've seen in the past year?
This year, I wasn't a 2025 movie, but
Okay.
it was just like a movie I've seen recently.
Okay,
And it's called
tell me.
Sister Midnight.
Never heard of that.
Have you heard of the movie Night Bitch with Amy Adams?
Night Bitch, yeah.
Okay, so very similar
Similar?
kind of vibe of like story of like woman goes through a very different change and becomes like the most animalistic version of herself. This is an Indian movie, like it's all subtitles.
Okay.
So she gets into this marriage, like obviously it's arranged, they barely know each other, they're a little awkward, and she's like having trouble like domesticating and like cooking for him and everything. And then she realizes that part of her problem is like that she needs to drink like animal blood, like she has to drink it, like she doesn't realize, she realizes by accident. But then what happens when she does that is that the animals like come back to life, but they're like dead. So they're like zombie. It's so weird.
What's it called?
Sister Midnight.
Sister Midnight. Okay.
And like everybody thinks she's like a bruja because like they don't understand why she's getting followed by all these weird dead animals, and then like this whole like thing, right?
Oh, I want to see it.
It's just such a weird freaking movie, bro. Like
Okay.
it's so
It's one of those-
good.
Where
And
can I see it?
It's actually, if you have Disney Plus, it's on Hulu.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so good. Oh my god. And it was like what Night Bitch with Amy Adams wanted to be. Like that's what it felt like for me.
Was it
'Cause
better than Night Bitch?
Oh my god, it's 10 times better.
Yeah.
But also very weird, you know, like just like strange, like some stuff doesn't even make sense, and obviously there's some cultural stuff that I might miss when they're telling the story because it's like from a different country. But
I love watching movies that are from different
international,
countries,
just, like, different
because
things.
the storytelling. First of all, we're storytellers, you know.
Yeah.
Like, so I feel like we have a very, especially in Latin America, there's a very big phenomenon of magical realism.
magical realism, yes, that's a great way to describe this movie.
Is that what it is
Yeah.
too? So then it's not just Latin America, but so it seems like that's what it reminded me of. Like, it's a big magical realism person is definitely like like 100 Years of Solitude.
Okay. Yeah.
Which they adapted. It's a book which they adapted into a show on Netflix.
I only
haven't
watched a
seen
few
it yet.
episodes. I think I watched the first two, but I've also only read the first 100 pages of 100 Years of Solitude because it's just long.
It's long. I had a little bit of trouble grasping it. I will admit.
Yeah, me too, which is why I've never gone through the whole
it's
thing.
because that's kind of like, I think
Which is annoying because everybody's like, you have to read this if you love literature and you're Latina.
Yeah. It's one of those. I know it's part of the criteria to read it.
I know, but we're anti-canon here,
Yeah,
so whatever.
whatever.
I mean, one day I'll get through it.
Yeah. So, okay, I want to keep going down the list of movies that we maybe have seen. So I have seen another movie that is very similar to The Simpsons. We saw the movie Together, and that's with Alison Brie and Dave Franco.
Yeah. I want to watch that one.
I think you might like that. If you like The Substance, obviously I think Substance is better, but that was really well done. They're both married. So they wrote it, they directed it, they did everything.
Cool. I didn't know, like in real life, that was.
And they acted in it, and it was just it's also one of those like horror body dysmorphia movies. So I think that's a really good option for if you like The Substance. But another big blockbuster was Superman.
Oh yeah.
Did you see Superman?
Yeah, I did.
What'd you think of Superman?
I thought it was so good. Like, I thought it was so campy at the same time. And after like Man of Steel and all of those that were very dark.
I've never seen Man of Steel.
You never saw Man of Steel?
So
it takes itself a little too seriously. Like Henry Cavill is beautiful, but sometimes I think like it's too much. Like,
no,
it's not even about his beauty, but it's just like he's very regal.
The director is Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
Which I'm not a big fan of.
You're not a big fan? Everybody loves Zack Snyder.
Really?
I feel like he's a big deal.
I don't.
That's funny. I'm really bad with director names. Like,
really?
I always forget who did what.
James Cameron? Titanic.
Avatar.
I'm not a big Avatar person.
Oh my gosh. How can you not be
you
a
hate
big
me?
Avatar? No, I don't.
Do you hate me now? Does everybody hate me?
Never hate you. I think the cool thing about Avatar is because I was just watching the behind the scenes for the water one.
The new one?
No, the water one. The newest, the last one. The one that just came out last year.
Okay.
Because the new one's about fire. The one that just passed is about water.
Oh, okay.
And how they built the set to create these like underwater scenes and everything.
Yeah.
The amount of like artistry and like science and building that goes into these set builds is insane.
Respected.
Like super like totally. They like come up with ways of filming underwater that work. So they do all this trial and error. Like if you're like a
they're big
pre-production buff and you care about that stuff.
Yeah.
The amount of work and money that James Cameron puts into this is like probably is what causes like people being able to grow and like in technology when it comes to filming.
So here's a question for you, because I know for a fact this is a movie that we both seen this year, but a lot of the James Cameron movie is very CGI, right? I mean, the whole movie is CGI.
Yeah.
And I know people love that. I know people love seeing like the technicality of CGI, and it's great. I think it really has boomed up the film industry to a whole other level. I mean, if you think of CGI now versus the Mummy, for example, like the mummies in CGI, you're like, what is this? Like it just looks so bad. But you love that, right? You love it. A director that I've read that has not used, and this is a 2025 film.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
One of my favorites quickly has become one of my favorites without me realizing that he has been one of my favorites.
Right? I know. I think the same thing happened for me.
Was Guillermo del Toro for Frankenstein.
Have you watched it?
Hell yes.
Okay, good. The last time we talked, you said you hadn't watched it yet.
God, that movie, that storyline, the adaptation. I love adaptations. I love watching adaptations of things. But Guillermo del Toro is just so phenomenal. So he has not used CGI for that film.
He hasn't.
He wanted to use like actual practical
like puppets and like
yeah, even
all
the
of it.
I don't want to. This movie, I'm not going to spoil.
So,
This movie, I won't spoil.
you know, like they put the creature into the makeup, so none of that is CGI.
No, all prosthetics, which I
like-
love. I love that.
Well, there's like
It's the movie magic.
yeah, and you know, we kind of lose a little bit of that when everything is, especially think about it for the actor, like when they're like living in the moment, you know, and being able to not just live in that moment in your head, but like have the whole world created for you. Like they created.
And that's why it's so well done.
So to film like the castle that they like destroy at the end of the movie where Frankenstein creates the monster, they made like a small like 10-foot version of the castle, the clock tower castle.
Of course.
They made that so that they could film it and like film the falling and everything. So they put a camera on the floor where the fake model that was like 10 feet tall or whatever was breaking down or whatever. So like, yes, there's a version of it that's movie magic and there's like effects, but they still use the real like I want to see, like he says, like I want to see how it falls. I want to see how it.
I love that.
Which is something that James Cameron talks about when he's trying to figure out how to do the CGI filming for underwater. You know, he's like, you have to think about how water, because before they started doing everything underwater, they were trying to do the wires and like everybody was just like flying in the sky. So everybody was like pretending to swim. That was their first initial thing when they were filming for the second Avatar movie. And then they realized that James Cameron was like, no, like water has like a kind of like a pushback. Like you can tell when,
He's right.
versus like when you're just pretending to swim in the air.
He did Titanic, so yeah.
So like, you hated Titanic?
No, he did Titanic.
Oh, I was like, what? Wow, that just blew my mind.
I'm saying like the point of the water.
Yeah,
and
like he's been in water.
Yes.
He also filmed The Abyss. Have you ever watched The Abyss?
No.
It's
I know.
good.
There's a lot.
And he was like underwater for that one.
Okay.
Because it's like an underwater where
give
they
it to
like
him.
they're
give it
like
to him.
doing like deep water diving for like some sort of company, and then they find like an alien down there.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
You know, we talk a lot about like, do you know any female directors?
Do I know them personally? No. Which is just as bad. But it
Isn't that
is
crazy?
like, but I don't, you know what your, I think what your point is like, because you know, you see me saying, I don't know much about DirectX, but I know a lot about, by accident.
By
It turns
movies?
out I knew a lot more about James Cameron than I realized. But
I
I don't have that kind of, we know about Guillermo del Toro and what he does, right? We
great.
were just talking about it, but I don't have that same conversation about any female director. Like, I don't have any of that in my head. I mean, like, I know Sofia Coppola did Marie Antoinette, but I also like
done a
don't like her
lot.
other movies as much. Like
She did the Virgin Suicides. She did
do the Virgin. I do like that.
She
one
did
a lot.
Priscilla.
And I did enjoy Priscilla.
You did enjoy Priscilla?
Yeah,
You liked it.
yeah, I did.
Okay.
Also,
Okay.
Jacob, what's his name?
Oh, we love Jacob Elordi. Ain't that crazy?
He's just
Jacob Elordi is a great actor.
a great actor. That's exactly what I was.
Great
thinking.
actor. Okay. So, there's have you seen Weapons?
No, but I really want to. Is it good?
It's good,
Oh.
but I think there was a lot of hype around it.
Uh,
So
I gotta watch it.
but it's good. I think there was some original storytelling in there, but I do think the hype kind of killed it for me.
Interesting.
I do think the hype killed it for me. So if anybody hasn't seen Weapons, I would suggest to watch that because why not? What other movie happened in? Okay, this one. I'm hearing a lot about this movie. We did go see it.
Which one?
One Battle After Another.
Oh, I haven't watched it.
Girl.
I've just like heard a lot about it, but I haven't watched it yet.
Okay, so then we can't talk about that one.
Did you like it? Thought you were gonna say yes.
I liked it. I did like it. I did enjoy it. I did like One Battle After Another.
Who directed it? Do you know? No, right? Okay, it doesn't matter.
Paul Anderson Thomas.
I don't know.
I forgot what other movie he made, but I've heard things about it. I've heard personal opinions because of how it's very, very closely references to like the times that we're living in, and I can see the points that they were making. It's very like political. It's very like very personal political type of movie, and so yeah, I don't want to get into it because you haven't seen it yet. So
No, you know what the thing is about the movie? Like, so I've seen a lot of commentary about
yes,
it. Not about the actual like storyline, but about like
what
well,
it's trying to do.
Yeah, like about
Yeah.
I didn't realize that it was like he was trying to be part like I already know this, so it's fine. Like he was trying to be part of some sort of society, but he has a mixed race daughter, so he's basically trying to unclaim her. Like he doesn't is that what it's about?
Not unclaim her. He very much like that. That's his daughter. Like, well, I can't say anything without spoiling it. But it essentially is about like a it's what do they call? I'm forgetting the name.
Like the Freemasons?
Yeah, something like that. Like during like this era, but it takes back in time a little bit, like a 10, 15 years ago. And that was like in their prime, and like they did the things that, you know, I feel like I probably would do too in some sense. It's just like being there for the people of the community and just like doing all these outrageous fucking things to get like helping them to save these lives, literally. Mm-hmm. Again, I'm trying not to say more than I don't want to spoil it. It's so hard. But then it comes in the personal side of things, or the intimate part of the story about like the daughter. But then it turns out that the daughter has a different connection to someone else in the movie. Mm-hmm. And then that starts to be like kind of the issue at hand. It's very, you have to watch it. You have to watch it.
I've just been like, I think that's why I try to avoid listening to commentary about movies, and I like to come into them with knowing nothing, because when you start to hear other people's opinion, you're like, oh, do I even want to watch this? But, you know, maybe it's worth the watch. You know what I mean? Like maybe I have to form my, like, again, that's why I like to form my own opinion and then read what other people, and then dissect whatever that means or whatever something could mean or not mean or whatever. But like when I come into the movie beforehand and I already have these whole notions in my head, it kind of messes it up for me a little bit, because I'm already like, oh, well, that's
right.
What this
See,
is
that's
about.
why I don't want to say more, because I'm interested to hear your opinion on it.
Have you watched The House of Dynamite?
No, what's that?
Okay, so it's on Netflix. It just came out this past year.
Okay.
And it's about, so the way that it's filmed is very cool. I think it was a book first. It's like the last hour before we get a nuclear like Holocaust directed towards our country. Like it's literally like filming like what it would be like in the Situation Room and how they're all moving and what they have to do in that last hour. The last hour when the army people who are actually launching the like, because you know, so the way that they deal with nuclear weapons, like the weapon system is basically like, so let's say Russia, for example, is throwing nuclear weapons at us.
Yeah.
Our the way that we handle that is that we take our own nuclear weapons, and they're supposed to kind of shoot it in the sky.
Okay.
But that's a very, so apparently it's like a 50-50 chance of working. In real life, that's what would happen. It might work, it might not work. 50% that it won't work is already pretty shitty, right? So, and it's the way that it's filmed is like you go through that same 50 minutes or 60 minutes with like the people that are the military that's trying to shoot down the missiles that are coming back. You go the last hour in the Situation Room, the last hour with the president and what he's doing in the last hour with, so you're seeing everybody's different perspective in the movie of the last hour before the nuclear bombs hit us.
Oh, do you like movies like that, you know?
Yeah, I
give that.
I do. I thought it was very smart the way that they did it, because it was just like so cool to see. And then because you know, and they use a lot of real life like situations, like how our government would work, what the army would do. Like it was all very researched for the book / movie. So you know, by watching that movie, you kind of get a real life idea of what it would look like if that were to happen. What it looks like is nobody's gonna know what's gonna happen until it happens. Like what it looks like is you're not going to get a long warning. You're not going to have enough time to find cover. You're not going to have
House of Dynamite. What is that? Is it new?
It's new. It just came out, so you might have seen it on the
Okay.
on the whatevers. But I just found it really interesting because it really gives you a good look into what what an oncoming nuclear holocaust would look like for us. Not and it just ends. Like, it just ends. You don't know. You don't see the destruction. You don't see anything. It ends right before the bombs are about to hit. That's how the movie ends.
Cliffhanger?
Yeah, well, it's not a cliffhanger. You know that everybody's gonna
what
die.
happens, but
a couple 100 million people are dead. That's the movie. But it's so focused on that last hour before they have the time.
It sounds like really good storytelling.
Very fast paced, very good storytelling. Like I was like so interested in it that I started looking up like the different things of government and like the different branches and how they would do it and whatever. It was very cool how they like tried to use the real life circumstance as much as possible.
Yeah.
So that was cool. I think like if you want to watch a movie about that, I think that one's a really good one. Or just read the book.
Yeah.
And then there's like movies like the one that Obama produced. What's his? It's like about the end of the world. Julia Roberts is in it too.
It's a book too.
Yes. What's it called? It's called Leave the World Behind.
Did you like that?
I thought
I didn't like
there was a lot of like open space.
No me gustó.
For not understanding what was going on.
I don't think they did that well. They could have done better.
But there are a lot of things that feel like they're happening. Like, when like the planes are going down and like the big crate, like the ships are falling on
to the beach,
and then like in the beginning of the year all the planes started falling,
and then the makeshift
I remember when that ship drove in Baltimore into the bridge. That happened like last year. So
those like the day after tomorrow.
Like there's
like
a lot
those
of
like
that.
really big like.
I thought it was cool. I thought like the whole like I love I don't love the end of the world, but I love the idea of people trying to figure out what it would look like and
I agree.
what that would like feel like and can you get the ominous, like how 28 Years Later came out?
Whoa.
Did you watch it?
Absolutely.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it.
No.
You didn't like it.
No, because I thought
I didn't care for it.
Yeah, I didn't care for it.
It's not that I didn't like it or love it. Just that I didn't care for it.
loved the first 28 Days Later.
With
Even
Cillian Murphy?
28 Weeks Later is a great freaking movie. And
I liked those better than this one.
I was so excited for 28 Years Later because I thought they were going to tell a little more about what happened. And instead of telling more about what happened, they fucking put us in an island and don't explain jack anything. And then
big man zombie that just can't die.
That's like can't die and has a gigantic
ding dong.
I was like, this is unnecessary. I don't understand this. This is not putting any dots together for me.
I know. I agree.
And I was so excited because I was like, 28 years later, maybe they're gonna talk about what happened.
That's what scares me about like these movies. These like the movies that have already been done, like these like the sequel
and then the redo 20 years later, and then you're like, okay, so are you gonna tell us something? And then they choose not to tell us the one thing that we were all wondering. Do you know what I mean? And you're like,
I was like, whatever.
I really thought they were gonna dig into like, and so in the beginning of the movie, I was like, okay, they're in the island and they're gonna cross to the where the mainland.
Yeah.
Right. So I thought like once they cross to the mainland, there's gonna be answers about what happened. No. There's even less answers. You're even more confused by the end of the movie.
And then part 2 comes out, and then there's gonna be no more any more answers.
I'm gonna give it one more shot and watch part 2. But it was really annoying to me. Like I really enjoyed the first 2. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so did I. It painted a good picture.
Yeah,
in my
and I was
head,
like
and
so
it's just
excited about like
whatevs.
understanding what happened, and then there was nothing.
One movie that we both saw, Wicked. I have been changed for good.
I didn't know that they were adding new songs, like new songs to fill up the second movie.
They did?
Yeah, there's not like some of the songs aren't from the original play.
Oops.
From the musical. I didn't love them. I feel like they were all exposition songs. You know what I mean? There was a lot of exposition.
Wait, part 1 or part 2?
Part 2.
I think I'm still processing this because we did go see it recently. I'm still processing this film.
I don't know. I don't know why Ariana
here's the thing.
was crying the whole time.
I'm going to say something so crazy right now. I never liked The Wizard of Oz.
What? You don't like The Wizard of Oz? Why?
I never liked The Wizard of Oz.
I thought it was amazing.
Maybe not liked. I just never really took to it. I don't know why.
Huh.
But Wicked came, and I thought that was a very interesting interpretation or side. And I liked that. I liked part 1 of Wicked, and I liked, you know, obviously it's like it's original Broadway show and turned into a movie. So maybe I'm still on the fence about like plays turning into movies, because they seem to be doing that a lot lately, with In the Heights and, you know, now with Wicked, and I know a couple of other things are lined up.
West Side Story with Ansel, whatever. I haven't watched that. I can't because I don't like that guy.
A lot of people don't like that guy.
I don't know why. I'm not saying he's not a good actor, but every time I watch him, I'm just like, oh, he's an actor.
No, just kidding. Sorry.
You know when you like know people are acting?
Yeah.
That's kind of the vibe I get from him, and I don't understand. I don't know, not to gripe on him. He's a professional in his job, whatever. But like, I don't know. Every time I see anything he's in, it just takes me out of it.
Yeah,
and I'm like, and I also don't.
I don't.
In my head,
I don't care
he
for
didn't
him
fit
either.
He wasn't the like. He wasn't the one. Do you know
he
what
wasn't
I mean?
It. He didn't fit it. I get what you're saying.
But if they had put like Zac Efron, I would have also thought he wasn't the one. Like I would have been like.
Have you seen the Iron Claw?
No, I haven't. I want to watch it.
He should have been like. Not that matters.
Everybody said it was good. Yeah,
he's great. I think Zac Efron's a really great actor.
It's funny how wrestler movies are like that. Like they're like did you watch the one with the Smashing Machine? I haven't watched it.
No,
with The Rock.
I haven't seen that one.
I need to watch it too because I feel like, and apparently it did bad. But I feel like the part of the reason that the budget was so big was because they were paying the actors so much.
Oh.
Because the movie itself, I don't think it needed that big of a budget. It was like a couple $1 million, $100 million.
I think you might be right.
So I don't. And then they're like
produced that, right?
But now A24 is basically like
big as like a whole movie studio. Oh my God, we should have a part 2 of this.
Yeah.
Because there's so many movies, and like there's so many movies that I feel like I haven't touched upon, like the really older movies, like
there's so much of like the older Hollywood that I haven't seen it.
No,
yet.
me either.
Like I've never watched Gone with the Wind.
I have.
There's another one, Casablanca. I've never watched.
I've never seen Casablanca.
You know, there's so many movies that are like such a big deal.
Yeah,
and I just really haven't gotten around to them.
Paved the way for a lot of movies that we've
But I
seen
feel
now.
like that's why The Wizard of Oz is such a big deal.
So
it was one of the biggest
first
colored movies. Like, you know,
I enjoyed the story. I didn't like the movie. The movie with Judy Garland in it.
Why?
Because
it's so good. It's long as hell.
You're gonna think I'm crazy, but when I first saw it as a child, there was something weird about that movie.
I get what
you're saying. There was like a weird energy behind it.
I get what you're saying.
And guess what?
I used to feel the same way.
There's a lot of fucked up shit that happened on that set.
And then you learn all that stuff.
And then I'm like, that's why.
You know what's funny? I think that my love for Wizard of Oz came from watching all of the like documentaries about the Wizard of Oz.
Really?
Yeah, and then I was just so interested in it that I wanted to watch the movie.
I don't know.
And in that sense, it didn't mess it up for me. It actually made me much more curious about it all. And then you learn about Judy Garland's whole story, and you're like, oh my God, they like made her a drug addict. They literally made her a drug addict. 16. And they were just like giving her pills to sleep.
So you know what? Maybe I shouldn't like base it off of that. But I swear to God, when I first saw that movie as a kid, I'm like, this feels weird. I don't know what it is about it.
Interesting.
And it's a very old story.
Yeah,
it
is. Yeah, it is.
So,
you know what's funny? I think like
Alice in Wonderland.
We watch so many movies that when crazy things happen in my life, in my head, it feels like a movie. And I realize that that's something that happens. It probably doesn't happen to everybody, but because our brain is so infiltrated with all of this, right?
Yeah.
That like when crazy things happen, it literally feels like it's a movie. Like in my head, I could see it as a movie. You know, when like traumatic things happen, when I look back on them, they don't,
because we grew up around the movies, and so we have something to reference by whatever feeling that we feeling, or like maybe like I recognize this scene in my life.
Yeah, in your life. It happens so often.
Yeah.
It's like weird deja vu, but it's not deja vu. It's like movie vu. Movie vu.
Let's coin that term. So you kind of answered that next question that I had, like how have movies changed how you see the world? And it's true. It's literally like whenever you go through moments in life, it does. If you're so intimate with like the storyline of films
Yeah.
and what that means, it's like one of, if not one of the first reference points to sort of make sense of the feeling that you're feeling or the situation that you're in.
You ever watch A Star Is Born with Lady Gaga?
I have.
You know when she's like in the bathroom, like right in the beginning of the movie, and she's like, no, I don't want to be together with you. I don't want to be together with you. And she's like, ah.
Yeah.
There are times where I'm like arguing with significant other, and that is like viscerally in my head.
So
that moment
that's
of
what
her
I mean.
screaming, I'm like, I could just scream like that right now.
Or that moment when, because also I get into it with my significant other, and there's in the beginning, something happens at work, at her place of work. She goes in the bathroom by herself.
Yeah.
Is that it?
That's the scene. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And she's like,
fucking
yeah. Like when she screams,
and I was like, whoa, I get it.
Sometimes
I
and
get
I'm like,
it.
that's me. Like I'm her in the bathroom right now.
She's like, fucking man. Like I'm like,
there's so many moments of movies that I'm like, this is how I feel in this moment.
yeah, like Lucy Liu. You know, that was a good. You know,
Yeah.
we talked about that earlier.
Right,
you know,
when
like
she was so angry
taking
on top
commanding
of the thing
power
and like whatever. There's just so many. There's so many.
So many iconic lines, iconic movies, iconic phrases, and I love movies. I love film. It's kind of crazy how we didn't go to school for film.
We should have.
Yeah,
It would have been fun because I enjoy it so much. I mean, I love theater. I do, and I
do
am
too.
grateful for whatever I have learned. But like, you know, like it's funny that I think because we didn't have access to it where we went to Drew.
Yeah,
there was no film department. Not really. I mean, maybe there is some now, but there wasn't one when we were there. So, you know, what access did we have to that world? It was through theater.
Yeah.
You know, so we had to like, choose that. But it would have been really fun to experience the art of acting and the art of storytelling through film. Like, to learn how to do that. That would have because also we're so well versed in it. Remember when we would be in school and people would talk about all the plays that they'd watch, and I'd be like, damn, I only watched like my high school play last year, like because you're a freshman, right? And you're in this classroom with all these people who are like theater nerds from movies. But we were like that with movies, and I would always feel like, well, you don't know about this, so. You don't know about this movie, so you haven't watched this movie, so you don't know what. Because like theater nerds are very like. I remember one of my friends was like, "Oh, I only listen to musicals." Like her iPod was only musical music.
No,
and I was like, "What? Well, you don't listen to regular music?"
It's really hard for me to connect with people who don't really allow themselves to be curious.
Yeah, 100%.
So I respect them.
No, yeah, because I'm like, wow, you're so well versed in your thing. You know,
I respect the heck out of them, and I myself learn. But then there are people who just are like downright like, no, I don't like those movies. I don't like those, like these musics or these songs. And then I'm like, but have you ever given yourself the opportunity?
I know. I always feel like it's a little boring.
And I'm
it's
like,
a very,
isn't that a part of education? Isn't that don't
but
you
not
want
everybody
to?
feels that way. Some people are like, I like my one thing.
They like it, and that's it. And I'm like, bro, do you?
Maybe the reason why we have such hard time finding which one's our favorite movie is because we're just like, let me watch all of them.
It's a lot. There's a lot going on. There's a lot. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to be friends with you, because you were a curious person. I'm like,
yeah, I think that's a great way to describe each other. We're curious people that want to like see more things and learn more stories, and like also like every movie we're talking about, the way that they tell a story is different. You know, constant. And it's like sometimes that's also the exciting part. Like, let me see how this person is going to tell this story. Like,
it's constant evolution, and I really appreciate that. It's people. I think people who make. I think another good point of why we revert back to movies is because it's being told by people like us, who are just in constant motion creatively, and they want to tell the story in a way that either hasn't been done before, or it's just a way, it's an outlet for them. Like it's something that they've thought about for so long, but they never could quite get to it at that moment, but now's the time that they can do it. And I think that's just so fascinating, because when you're young, you think that films are made like in a year or like 6 months, but it takes years for these people to actually put in a plan, have the group of people and the
Especially
team to
when
support
you don't have
them.
like a ton of money behind
Oh,
the project.
absolutely. And I only know this because of my husband and the group of friends that we have. They all went to school for film and
I know, it's so
communications.
crazy. Look at us like, oh, I wish we had.
I know,
that
and yeah,
money.
but and I see how much time and effort it takes for
that's really cool
for them to do a film or like a mini film or like and they have to sort of get the funding from like their own ways and talk to people like people who it's
and then,
just
like,
very
what's
interesting.
The distribution look
Yeah,
like?
what's the marketing behind
theater,
it? What's the promotion?
There's no distribution. You have the public has to come.
They have to come get it. They have to buy the tickets.
That's the distribution. But
So,
for film, it's different. Like,
it's
how do
so
you get
different.
it out there?
It's
How do you
so
get
different.
to let like see
But
it?
I appreciate that even more. You know, like
it's cool.
it's like how do you
They
get
all
the
have
messaging
their own
across?
beauties to them.
For sure.
You know,
for sure. Woo!
love movies.
That was a lot, girlfriend.
I know. I could keep going because there's just so much. You know?
I know. So, please
Our
let
next
us know.
one could be about documentaries.
Yeah,
'Cause we didn't
which
even
is
talk
something
about
that
that.
I've never really gotten down to. I've only
Oh.
seen. I know you're very documentary heavy, but that's a goal of mine this year. Like this
Okay.
new year is like I need to watch more documentaries.
I'll give you a list.
Yeah, I love it.
You'll be like, I want to see one about this topic. I'll be like, here, watch
Here,
this one.
get this one. She's got it down with documentaries. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for joining us.
Watch a good movie tonight.
Yeah, and let us know the recommendations because
Yeah.
we
What
love
are your top
that.
5? Because I feel like I had to really sit down and think about which ones were my favorite, like, you know. And it's like it's fun to go down memory lane and maybe go watch them again and see what you liked about them. And
Movies is always a good topic of conversation for
Yeah.
anybody, you know.
yeah, a little bit of escapism never hurt anybody.
All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of
Thank you
Decaf
so
Soul,
much.
and we'll see you for the next one.
Bye.
Decaf Soul is produced by WNN World News Network.
Follow us at Decaf Soul Podcast on Instagram, YouTube, and Spotify.
New episodes every Friday.